welcome back to my channel. Well, another episode in Lolo Talk Show in Albuquerque. And I hope you're doing well. I apologize for the sunglasses, but it's pretty bright here in Albuquerque. Almost 100 degrees already. Getting pretty hot. But it's beautiful. And I'm glad I'm alive. And you're probably wondering, why does she have a chicken in a bird cage? Well, long story short, okay? I was going to the store one day, stopped at the intersection, and I saw this chicken running around. And people almost to run over her. And I was hysterical in my truck. Don't run over her! Don't kill her! Oh my God, when it comes to animals, I'm very concerned. But anyway, I got out of my truck. I went looking for her, and she was in the bushes, so scared, so afraid. And she looked at me, and I didn't know if she would bite me or bit me or what. You know, I'm not experienced with chickens, right? So I put my jacket over because it was kind of cold, and I grabbed her and took her to my truck and brought her home. And the first thing I did, I didn't have any chicken feed, I didn't have any bird feed or anything like that, so I made toast and cut it up in little pieces and start feeding her, right? I put her outside so she can get to know my backyard, and she was injured pretty bad, so she couldn't even walk. So the only thing I had at that time was this bird cage. I left her in the bird cage, you know, I fed her, and I healed her leg because she was so injured. But I will show you a piece of film on that and how she was. But her name is Doolittle. Now, when I first got her, I didn't know if she was a rooster or if she was a hen. I didn't know. Hey, I'm inexperienced, right? But I kept her for a few days and took care of her, held her, and fed her, and made sure she was okay. But she couldn't walk with that one leg. So she stayed in this bird cage. And you know what? You know what I had to do next? You're going to see. I had to do it. She made me do it. I never done it before, but she made me do it. So, her name is Doolittle, okay? And the reason why I called her Doolittle, I didn't know if she, like I said, I didn't know if she was a hen or a rooster. So I liked it Doolittle. And ever since then, she's been a Doolittle. And when I found out she was a hen, when she laid her first egg. But I'm going to quit talking. I'm going to show you some clips when she was injured and what she made me do. Right, Doolittle? Doolittle? So let's check it out. Give it a little bit.
people. Tell them, welcome to my channel. Tell him, Doolittle. Good girl. Good girl. Pretty bird. Pretty bird. Yeah, Doolittle. Say hi. Say hi, Doolittle. Say hi. Okay, I got most of my pallets broken down, and I got most of the nails out, but these ones here, I got them down, and I just need to take the nails out. I guess I'll take the nails out when I'm ready to use them, but I will be using them. Okay, so what I did over here, I did have to purchase some plywood, the OSB plywood, and to make the floor. And I already got my windows with the screen on it, and they said you have to have windows for ventilation for the chickens. So over here you can see I have a pallet standing up. I made little eggs. It's not going to be a big chicken coop, but I even put some little round windows on both sides for good ventilation, and also have screens so the little critters don't come in the chicken coop. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to make a nesting box. That's going to be hard. So there it is. I put some sheet metal on top of the roof. I painted it already. So that's one part I got done. Okay? And I also painted my walls. Now, let me show you the flooring. Okay. I made the little ladder there, you can see, so they can go up to their little nesting box to help them out, make it easy life on them. And I put the rooster for them, so that way they can go to sleep. And the flooring, I added a vinyl flooring for them. They say it's easier to keep clean, well, easier to clean it, and it keeps them warm in the winter. Okay, now my next thing is doing the roofing. Okay, I started my roof, and I'm going to make it pitch. As you can see, I started putting the pallet skids on there. And I put them together, and starting to look okay. Over here on this side, I already started painting it. Right there, that's the way it's going to look when I'm done. After I paint it, then I'm going to start on the top and also use the pallet skids, and I'll show you when I do that. Okay, I put the skids on the roof, ready to go. You can see they're pretty close. I try to get them as close as I can, but they look good. So now I'm ready to put the paper and put the metal on the roof, sheet metal. Okay, let's do that and see how it looks. Okay, I put the roofing paper on. Now I put the sheet metal on. I was thinking of painting it, but I kind of like it like that. But if I don't like it later, I can paint it later. So far so good. Now, I got to figure out how I'm going to put it up there. all by myself. Well, if there's a way, there's a will, right? We shall see. Okay, the inspector is expecting it. She's checking it out, see if I'm doing a good job. Oh, what do you think, Doolittle? Do you like it? What do you think? Is it good enough for you? You like it? Well, you can't go in there because it's not ready yet. How did you get up there? Oh, I think she's finding some mistakes, huh, Doolittle? Oh, okay. You don't like the color? Well, too late. Pink is for girls. Well, one more week maybe. Hopefully maybe 3 more days. I don't know. Doolittle. Oh, no. You can't get the nails. You gonna help me? Yep, it's white. That way you don't get bugs, ticks, and mites and all that. Yes, all right. It took me a while to put that roof up, but I did it. But I didn't record it because I had a hard time. When you do things by yourself, it's very difficult. But anyway, I painted it, put the roof on. Let's go check it out. I'm telling you, I don't know if I will ever do this again. But now I'm going to start with the doors. Of course, I got these boards from Lowe's where they bring in the plants, and pretty good wood. So I'm going to start with the door. But I'd like to show you something back here. See, I'm not even finished with it. And Doolittle already expected it. She did the inspection and she likes it. So I want to show you. I'm really surprised. Look. She laid an egg in there. I put she kept going inside. And I haven't even cleaned it yet because I've been working on it. And I seen her coming in the nesting area, so I put the artificial grass, and she laid an egg. Her first egg with her first coop. That is so amazing. Okay, I finished the door. Well, not quite yet, but I worked on it for a day and a half, finished it this morning. These are the the pallets. I guess I'm getting hungry. But anyway, there we go. I put the hedges on and everything. The only problem, I think, all I need to do is I got a little opening right here. That bothers me. But I'll fix it, modify it, I guess you could say. So, see that little opening? I don't like that. But I'll figure something out because I don't want her to get cold in the winter. So right now I just need to paint it and put the sliding door, and we'll see how that comes out. Okay, I'm done with the run. I'm done with the hardware cloth. I was going to put chicken wire, but I got a dog named Shuggy that likes to destroy. So I thought I better get this hardware cloth because it's a little more expensive. Now what I paid for it, I paid 75 bucks, I guess you can say. But it came out pretty good. I don't know if you can see it very well. Let me see. And I put these self-washer screws on them. They hold pretty good. But anyway, I done it. Okay. So that way the predators and cats, all that animals like to have chickens. So we're going to protect Doolittle. Over here on this side, if you can see the small space, that was brutal. Very brutal. So this side, I mostly did by hand, but I did it. In very tight space. My drill would not fit because it was so little. But it had to be done, right? Okay, so all I need now is a door. So we're going to make the door, and I'll see you in a little bit.
Let me tell you, if you go to YouTube and you go learn how to make a coop, you're going to see these YouTubers that have like 1 to 6 parts because it takes a while. That coop took me, I'd say, over a month. But I'm doing it by myself. And like I said, I've never done one. So, you know, when you look at the YouTube and find out, well, how do you make it? What do you do? How do you go there? What side? It all depends. The size, how much money you want to spend, how many chickens you're going to have. It all depends on you. So it's all common sense, really. You know, it's all common sense to make a coop. And I've seen some real nice chicken coops out there. I mean, people really go out. But they got like 15 to 30 chickens. Me? Well, I end up getting 2 because I didn't want her to be by herself. So I got her a friend over here, and her name is Chickadee, and she's a doll. And actually, she's only 15 weeks. She's a young chicken, and Doolittle's a small chicken. I don't know how old Doolittle is, but when I got Chickadee, she was only 10 weeks old. But there's Chickadee. That is Chickadee. That is Doolittle's friend. Say hi, Chickadee. Say hi, Chickadee. All right. So I end up with, oops, excuse me. Can't see my face. That could happen when you film by yourself. But anyway, I end up with 2 chickens. So let's go ahead and see the finishing touch. Come on. Let me get Doolittle out of her cage. Okay, so let's go look at that coop. Come on. All right, there we go. Doolittle and Chickadee's home. It's not very big, but actually this coop is maybe good for maybe 4 or 5 chickens. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, it's all done. And I did a little bit of more stuff in there. I redid the ladder because Doolittle couldn't step on the ladder because it was too wide. So I put some extra little boards so she can get up there. Anyway, it's all done. The nesting, the roosting, the ladders, and they like it. They really do. But I'm done. But there's another thing. When I made a window for them, I Googled it and I looked at other YouTubers how to make a window so that way in the wintertime you close it and they won't get cold. Well, you'd be amazed. Come on, let me show you. Okay,
Now you can see it better, I hope. Okay, I put the hinges and then put the sidings on it. Now you wouldn't believe how I made this window. When I watched other YouTube, it was kind of complicated for me. So I bought this frame, and it's called a picture frame. Yeah, a picture frame. So, because I couldn't do the cuts or anything. I didn't have the right tools, you know, so I wanted to make a nice window. And it's automatic. Open, close, open, close. See? Now it's open, see? So, it works pretty well for me. And, you know, I wanted to make it easier for me. Like I said, I've never done this stuff before. Yeah, there you go. Now it's open. So, I made a window out of a picture frame. If you can see the bottom there with the picture frame and stuff. I think it worked pretty good. But, we'll see. But anyway, there we go. So we're done with everything. They love their home. I love my chickens. And believe me, I didn't think I would ever have chickens. But this is what Doolittle made me do. Build a chicken coop. I enjoy doing it, but it's hard work. But anyway, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your support. I want to thank you for being here. And you know what? Don't forget to love yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Bye-bye. Doolittle, chickadee, come on.